Hello and welcome back to Simple Learning. And you have demanded a video on Quit India movement and the Muslim League. So I'm going to put these two videos along with also the independence and partition of India by today itself. So you can refer to those videos before your exams. And I would like to take this opportunity to wish all of you all the best for your exams, children. Give it your best shot. You will be able to do very well. Just be confident of your efforts. So let's get started. The Quit India movement, you can see here what you have to do in the Quit India movement is the causes of the Quit India movement. Remember, this was the last mass movement before independence. So here you have to do the causes which led to the Quit India movement: failure of Cripps mission, Japanese threat, Quit India resolution, and the significance of the movement. So page by page we will discuss. Events leading to Quit India movement is not in syllabus, so easily you can cancel this out. So the first full page you can cancel out. But as I told you earlier also in other videos, do not forget the leaders and their pictures. So this is Jinnah with Gandhiji. Then moving on to the next page, August offer is also not in syllabus. Whatever I'm telling you is with my experience. Do not worry that anything will be missed out. And we have attended the training for ICSE, so we know exactly what parts of the syllabus are coming and which are not coming. So please mark accordingly in your book. Cripps mission again is not in syllabus. Now you will say Cripps mission to hai. Cripps mission, only the reason for the failure of Cripps mission is there. Why Cripps mission came to India, who was it, who were the members of the Cripps mission and what did they propose, that is not in syllabus. So this whole thing you can cancel out. Now the main thing with which you will start is failure of the Cripps mission. Okay, why did the Cripps mission fail? Now here, if I tell you it is not there, still I tell you to look at the pictures. You have to recognize this person with Gandhiji. It is Sir Stafford Cripps, who was the leader of the Cripps mission. So this is Cripps with Gandhiji. So please do not forget to recognize the faces in the picture. So even if you're cutting the whole page, it's not in syllabus, at least have a good look at the pictures. Because anyway you're doing the failure of Cripps mission. Now failure of Cripps mission is given under different headings. The Cripps mission failed because they actually proposed some things which were not acceptable to different sections of Indian leaders. So when you talk about failure of Cripps mission, point wise it is given that different political parties rejected the Cripps proposals due to different reasons. But the main thing was the Cripps mission did not bring with it the promise of independence in the near future. This phrase is very important, children. Please focus on it. Because this could be like one of the options in your MCQ, like why did the Cripps mission fail? It proposed partition of India. It did not promise independence in the near future, and two other options. So you have to recognize this phrase as a key phrase, that Cripps mission failed because it did not bring with it the promise of independence in the near future. And the plan involved partitioning the country. Now this is different from Mountbatten plan. Mountbatten plan directly said that we will partition the country. Whereas in Cripps mission, he did not directly say. So here it involved partitioning the country, but he did not directly say that he would be proposing the partition of the country. But yes, it involved partitioning the country. So people did not like it and the Indian leaders rejected it. That led to the failure of the Cripps mission. The next thing is, now when you see the remaining part, you will see why different parties rejected the Cripps proposals. So the League opposed the creation. Now why did the Muslim League reject it? Because the League here refers to Muslim League. The League opposed the creation of a single union. The proposals did not accept Pakistan specifically, because I told you he did not directly say that he was going to split India into India and Pakistan. So the demand of Muslim League was not met. That is why they rejected the proposal of Mr. Cripps. They did not grant the right of self-determination to Muslims. So this is the reason Muslim League rejected it. Then we come to Hindu Mahasabha. That was another major party at that moment. Hindu Mahasabha rejected the proposals because it feared the partition of the country. Then there was another section of Sikhs, Anglo-Indians and Indian Christians and labor leaders. They also opposed them, that means the Cripps mission, because they did not provide sufficient safeguards of their interests. Now here one very important point is given, children. Whatever he proposed, you don't have to do according to syllabus, but the princely states had no right to send their representatives to the proposed constitution making body. Their representatives were to be selected by their rulers. So that is why people of princely states also did not like the Cripps mission proposals. This is a very important point. Why did the princely states not like the Cripps proposals? Because they did not get the chance to elect their leaders for the constitution making body. Rather, their leaders were to be selected by their rulers, and that would lead to bias and a lot of partiality. So people did not like it. So you have seen why people rejected the Cripps mission proposals. The next part is why Congress rejected the Cripps proposals. Because the Congress was opposed to the principle of non-accession of provinces. Again, this is a keyword. Gandhiji opposed the declaration and urged the working committee to reject it. And Mahatma Gandhi also, this is a very famous quote, he described Cripps proposals as a post-dated check on a failing bank. So these kind of things also, some quotations can be given and you can be asked like, how did Mahatma Gandhi describe the Cripps proposals? And it could be that he called it a post-dated check on a failing bank. That means that, even if later we are given independence, it is like, having a check of a failing bank which will bounce back on us. It will not work for us. So what did Congress want? Congress wanted that all subjects, including defense, should be handed over to the national government. The Congress insisted on the immediate formation of a national government with full responsibility. These 2 points are also important. So you don't have to do the proposals of Cripps mission, children. Don't waste time on it. Do this part, why the different sections of Indian people, the different parties like Muslim League, Hindu Mahasabha, Sikhs, Anglo-Indians and Indian Christians and Congress and people of princely states, they all rejected the Cripps mission proposals due to various reasons. And these reasons could be your keywords or options in your MCQs. So read them properly. Then the next major reason of the Quit India movement was Japanese threat. Now you know that in the Second World War, Japan and Britain were on opposite sides, and Japanese army had attacked Burma, that is Myanmar, and it was marching towards Assam. So when Japanese army was on the frontiers of India, ready to attack India because it was a British colony, that is when Gandhiji thought that there is no waiting now. We have to start another movement and we have to ask British to leave India. So he said the presence of British in India is an invitation to Japan to invade India. Their withdrawal will remove the bait. So Indian leaders were anxious to save their country from the Japanese invasion, but their slavery was a hindrance. So Gandhiji and other leaders decided that they have to ask the British to leave India immediately. So they decided to launch a movement calling upon the British to quit India, and that is the reason why it is called the Quit India movement. Now the next part is you have to do the Quit India resolution. Now here you have to see, children, there are 2 things which are very important in the Quit India resolution which children normally miss. And one thing is that first of all, Congress Working Committee adopted a resolution that we will start a Quit India movement. First they adopted the resolution and later on they passed this resolution. So there are 2 dates which you have to keep in mind. So please focus here. Again, see the pictures. The Congress Working Committee met at Wardha in July 1942. This place and date is important. Wardha in July 1942. That is where they adopted a resolution. Adopted means they agreed that they want to do something. So they adopted a resolution in Wardha which was known as Quit India Resolution. Right? Later on, they met at, let me remove this, this is from last year. Later on, they met at Bombay on August 8, 1942, and that time they passed the resolution. That is the same Quit India Resolution which was adopted at Wardha in July 1942. So two dates are important. You should know when the resolution was adopted. It was in Wardha in July 1942. That is Quit India Resolution. And when this Quit India Resolution was passed, it was on August 8, 1942. Both the dates are extremely important. Okay, so if the question is when was the Quit India Resolution adopted, it would be Wardha in July 1942. If the question is when was the Quit India Resolution passed, then you have to select August 8, 1942 or August 1942. That is how it will be given in your exam. So please be careful of these two dates. And the slogan given by Gandhiji to the people was to do or die. Fine. Now you don't have to do anything after this. You don't have to do like what happened later. So Quit India Resolution, and you also have to do significance of the movement. So here you don't have to do anything. You can cancel this part. Again, look at the main leaders in the movement, Ram Manohar Lohia and Aruna Asif Ali. But then under that, you don't have to do this part. Government suppressive measures, again, you can cancel out. And then you have to do impact or effect of Quit India movement. Here you have so many pointers which are given. So for your MCQ purpose, please look at the main keywords. First of all, this movement was a very short-lived movement, but it demonstrated the depth of national feeling. So this is a keyword which could be in your MCQs, like what was the effect of Quit India movement. It was very short-lived, but there was a lot of depth of nationalist feeling in the country. Second is the British realized that they would no longer find it possible to rule over India against the wishes of the people. Third is it was the last mass uprising before attaining independence. So people from all parts of India took part. This time it was a wider movement. Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, Christians and Parsis, and even people from princely states participated in this movement. Then there is a very important point here. Congress Socialist Party. It strengthened another party which was known as Congress Socialist Party, because when all the other leaders were put in jail, Congress Socialist Party leader Jayaprakash Narayan, he became almost a legendary figure carrying on the cause of Quit India movement. So his name is important and this party's name is important because that became a very strong party when the other leaders were arrested. So Jayaprakash Narayan became a very important figure of the Quit India movement. Then after the suppression of Quit India movement, the constitutional question remained dormant till the close of the war. Because till the end of the war, the British did not talk to the Indian leaders too much about independence or about making a constitution. And after this, 1942, Quit India movement was there. You have not done this, that it was suppressed, but we know that it was suppressed and it was a very short-lived movement. But there was hardly any political activity in the country till the end of the war in 1945. The leaders of the national movement were in jail and no new leader arose to take their place. So later on, you know that Subhash Chandra Bose, not later on, before this only he had started his own party and he was leading the struggle against the British in the northeastern frontiers. So this is all about the Quit India movement. In my next video, I will be talking about the Muslim League. So please look at that video also. I have an entire playlist of all the 10th grade chapters that are coming for your term 1 exam. So please have a quick look at all of them to understand the syllabus, and I wish you all the best again. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel and share this video with as many friends as possible who can benefit from it. So thank you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.